Good morning from the Quilted Chicken Farm. Well, it says I'm live. A few minutes ago, I started this and I didn't have everything set right, and I was just up here chatting away to myself. It was set on private. So I was having a private conversation with myself, and I kept wondering, why ain't anybody coming to talk to me? But it was because the way I had it set. So I'm not sure if I got it right this time or not. But I'm finally up, finally out of bed. Good morning, Kim. How are you this morning? We're going to make it a good day this morning. I hope so. Heard that rooster. I am going to step over there. My coffee pot's finally got my coffee made. I'm going to step 20 steps over there and get my cup of coffee, and I'll be right back. Good morning, Linda Brookshire. I just got up a few minutes ago, but it's 5:45, 5:30. That's not too late. Y'all are earlier than me, but I'm not. I didn't sleep in too late. I still got enough time to get a lot done today, don't I? I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my coffee. I won't be far. I promise. I come right back. Got my coffee now. Let's see. Good morning, Bernice. Good morning, Rowena. Well, I want y'all to know that I finished all my corn yesterday. It's all done. All put in the freezer, and no more corn for this year. And what did I do? I canned a few tomatoes yesterday. And I caught up with tomatoes until we went out and picked them yesterday before dark, late afternoon. So I've got about a bushel of tomatoes now. But I don't have to do them all at the same time, because some of them need to lay up and ripen, just get a little bit redder and prettier before I do them. So they'll kind of hold one day. I've got one day on them before I have to do them. Let me see. And hello, good morning, Deborah. Hello, Katie Crafts. I don't have a whole lot to talk about this morning. I don't quilt a lot of quilts for people. I'll tell you this one, though. I don't do a lot of quilting unless a friend will ask me, because I don't advertise my quilt machine to do. But I had a friend contact me yesterday, and she had 5 quilts that she had made for her grandkids that she wanted quilted. Now, she had come before and used the quilt machine and quilted them herself because her kids wanted her to do all the work on them. But she was diagnosed with cancer, and so she's going through chemo. So she said, Rita, would you help me do these quilts? And so she's going to bring them this afternoon, 5 of them. But her name is Cindy. She's a local here. So y'all just put her on your prayer list, because she's going through the chemo right now. But I'm going to quilt them. And she said I can set and sew the binding on while I'm not feeling like doing other things. So I thought I'll start on them. I don't know how long it'll take me to do 5, and I've got to squeeze them in around what little garden stuff I'm still getting. Not going to get a whole lot more out of the garden, but some. Early birds. We are early birds. 11 of us are early birds. Prayers for Cindy. Now, and anybody that has to go through cancer and chemo needs prayers. That's bad stuff. But I'm kind of curious to see what the quilts look like that she's going to bring me. I know some of them are going to be for boys, and I'd ordered a special pantograph with a woodland theme kind of on it with the elk and the such as that. So it'll be the first time I'll get to use that pantograph. I sure hope it's not too big and it works. Sometimes I can buy pantographs that's too big and they don't work. So we'll see. I'm going to finally, I hope, get to the bank this morning early, and she's coming this afternoon. And I didn't touch this thing all day yesterday after I left it yesterday morning. Pansy Beeson, good morning from Canada, Little Island East. You are amazing, watching and listening to you for a long time. I recall seeing your name, Pansy. I do. So y'all say good morning to Pansy. Say good morning to each other. I know on these on this live stream, I don't have panelists come up here, but y'all can't talk too loud and wake up Terry. And he's used to my voice, but if he heard strange voices up on the panel, it might wake him up. And I've told you before, he's asleep. Let's let him sleep. Let's not wake him up. Bless his heart. His old hips hurt so bad. He needs to rest when he can. Yeah. Bernice says good morning to everyone and prayers for Cindy. And Rowena, I haven't sent your book out yet because when I went up to the shop yesterday, I forgot to take it with me. And that's where all my stuff to figure shipping was. So I didn't get your book sent out. And for if any of you is wondering, I had ordered those little vintage block sets and they all sold. So I turned around yesterday real quick and ordered 10 more. Now, I don't know when everybody's going to get one that wants one and I'll be stuck with them, but I've got more coming. And the company I order from ships them out pretty quick, so they'll be here pretty quick. And that Kindred fabric I showed yesterday, that stuff's pretty. It's beautiful collection. And I need to sell some of it because I've got a big motor bill coming, so I need to sell some of that. Catch up on those bills. Or no, not catch up, not get behind on those bills. And Pansy is a retired cancer nurse. Yeah, a couple times Cindy would come out here and I would just help her get all set up. And since we long arm on pantograph, she could just follow it and do it, and I'd help her. And so she got to do all the work. But now she's just not able to do these, or doesn't think she'll feel like it, or have the time. So I'm going to do them for her, and she's going to pay me. I'm not volunteering my work. Good morning, yo, Patty. Making coffee and be right back. I've got my coffee. I've got my coffee in my chicken rooster cup that Francis sent me is what I'm drinking my coffee out of this morning. When does the Walk on the Prairie come? I think I know it's September, early October, so it's still a ways off. But boy, time's flying though. But it's not out yet. And it's a pretty collection. So Bernice, save that fabric budget for that month. It may be October before it even gets to me, the first part of October, but as quick as it does, I'll show it to you for sure. Yo, Patty says hello to everyone. Oh, yeah, there you go. Let's see, what could I do? I was trying to think how I could do a layaway program. But I tell you, when that fabric comes, I need to pay back that bill. They give me just a few days to pay some of it, but I don't like to let it drag out very long. I ain't going into that fabric store business to go in debt. Good morning, Sister Sister Linda. You stayed up last night, made a big batch of zucchini soup. Well, what did we have last night? Oh, we had finally told you had those burritos. I told you I was making burritos, and I did. They were beef and bean, and we had tomatoes and onions and cheese and lettuce and sour cream and all the fixings to go with them. So they filled you up. And good morning, Cheryl. Good morning to all the hands. I had some comments on some of these after some of these lives, and there's some new ladies come in, and if they come in, I told them all you have to do to be part of the hand is just jump in the chat and introduce yourself. And you guys are such good hands, you'll welcome me in with loving arms. I'm sure you will, won't you? We'll all just be hand friends. Sure will. Yes, sure will. You know what I did last night? After we picked those tomatoes last night, I went and hopped in the shower. And you know what? I couldn't do a very good job, but I cut my hair last night. Boy, it looks like a mess, don't it? Like a gray mess. I could never get Terry to help me, so I just got the scissors and went to trimming the ends of it. Seemed like they were just getting all stringy. And I'll wad it back up in the bun here in just a little bit. It's not easy to cut your own hair. And I cut some of this off pulled it down the front and cut some too. Bernice, you all welcome me and will do the same for newbies. I know you will. And I said every once in a while there's some newbies, and sometimes they don't make it to the live, but they'll come by afterwards. Cheryl is from Carrollton, Missouri. I love, love, love your Sunday drive quilt. I do too. I like this Sunday drive one. And it just needs to be bright and colorful, don't it? Like a nice Sunday drive. I'm going to press the rest of these. I got 3 more here. Let me turn this way just for a bit. Yeah, I'm going to make my little 4 patches. Got to have those little 4 patches in it. Kim used to live over around Macon, was in Carrollton many times, moved to the Kansas City area in 2010. Y'all could make this Sunday drive without a pattern, because these little squares here is 2.5 by 2.5, and it's just a little 4 patch in the corner. And then I told you this yesterday, and those are 2.5 by 4.5. And then when you do the white ones, you put the little flying geese on them. And then the 4.5 by 4.5 in the center. And that's the size of the pieces. And let's see, the little stars here right here is 3.5 by 3.5 with little 2-inch. Those are 2-inch right there. Are you making notes? So go get you some scraps. I tell you what you do. Go get you some scraps and cut them and just see what you can come up with. I bet you can do it. I know you can. Good morning, Sheila Gage. She just woke up. And it's still early, except my laptop says 6 o'clock. So that's still pretty early. Early enough, ain't it? Early enough for early birds. Let's see. Who did I see? Photo Diva. I missed Photo Diva's comment. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Photo Diva. Good morning. I know who you are. I recognize that name. I believe Photo Diva is Carol. Am I right? I think I am. Good morning, Carrie. You're up early this morning, Carrie. Did you sleep good last night? Did the rest of you, did you sleep good last night? And Cheryl says, wow, I wondered where you lived in Missouri. Welcome, neighbor. I was born and raised here in Carrollton, 67 years old. Yo, Patty says good morning to Carrie. If you don't see that, Carrie, Yo, Patty said good morning. Sister Doob, I got my Christmas quilt back from Long Armors, a present for your sister. Well, I'm going to be, I tell you what, when I do start them 5 quilts that are tops that are coming this afternoon, I'll live stream and do the panel, and Carrie or whoever will have to come up and run the panel those days while I work on them. Sound like a plan, Carrie? You'll talk to them on the panel while I'm working, won't you? And I'm not going to mind them so bad since I got that mini split put in. That thing's a cooling down my little she house, my little shop. It's working pretty good. And I ordered some kindred from you. Yes, Carol and Callie here. I saw that order, but I wasn't up there. So I'm going to go up there after I go to the bank probably and get those orders out. Because Linda Brookshire, she liked that kindred. She ordered a whole bunch of it from me too. And Carol's ordered some. And well, I hadn't checked the orders that come in since I looked. I heard the beep beep of equipment down the road. They are blacktopping right now. Oh, is that what woke you up, Sheila? The beep beep? I'll get it pretty quick, Carol. I will. I'm not dragging around about it. But with the tomorrow being the 4th of July, I will have to take the no mail holiday into account. That'll slow things down just a little bit. Well, it's already daylight outside. I bet that little red rooster's left the porch for now. So what is it? 6. I won't stay on here very much longer, and I'll go start breakfast and get around. Since I do have some errands I need to do this morning. And I don't milk the cow every morning, but this morning I'm going to milk this morning here in a little bit. 7 a.m. where Deborah is. Just starting to get light. The sun's not up, but you can see out there right now. We're supposed to get rain. You're going to get rain in 10 minutes? Well, and let me see. Got a new name here, I think. Vanjie. Hello, I'm starting to your videos like a Texas. Yeah, oh, hot in Texas, I'm sure. And going to be hot here. Probably be hot the rest of the summer. But I did see where it might be cooler next week. But I wonder what they mean by cooler. Just a degree or two. So welcome in, Vanjie. We can complain. Let's complain about the hot. We can do that. We'll allow that. But that's all you complaining you can do. Gotta do running all day for food and cook tomorrow. Oh, y'all having a big 4th of July celebration? We're not here. Not anything big at all. Kim says hi to Vanjie. Y'all say hi to Vanjie. 107 degrees yesterday. It's forecast to be 110 today. But here we got that old high humidity that just you walk out and you can't even hardly breathe. It doesn't feel like. Yeah, Vanjie will be a new one of our hens. We were just talking about hen friends, Vanjie, a few minutes ago. We're all hen friends. Or I was talking about them. I'm just making y'all listen to me. I will do live stream with panels, I promise, but just sometimes not in the mornings. Thank goodness we have a mini split system too. I've only had that thing a couple of days, but I think I'm going to like it. Bernice, we don't really celebrate any holidays anymore, just a few that come over and help my hubby work on things, automotive, mower, things I do not do. What's the name of the... I'd have to look. I can't tell you off the top of my head. The contractor bought it and put it in, and the book's laying up there, but I couldn't tell you. And I got a pretty good size one because I wanted it to cool the whole little house if it would. I put it in a little room up toward the front, and it's got to cool down the hallway where the fabric is. So I can't tell you the name of it, the brand of it. Our highs for the next 9 days are to be upper 80s, but the heat index will be closer to 100. I love how you say my name. I'm looking. you for all you do. You don't sleep. Am I saying it wrong? Are you laughing at me the way I'm saying it? I would say Vanjie. Am I saying that wrong, girls? Y'all have to help me out. Or am I dragging it out with my southern drawl? That may be what it is. I can't help it. I've got a southern drawl. Come by it natural. It don't make me stupid. It just makes me talk slow. No, I said it right. Well, I'm glad you're here, Vanjie. We love that southern drawl. I've got it, that's for sure. I just have to be who I am. That's all I know how to be. I need to find me something to put on these little white ones here. Got enough of those? Yeah, I'll do these. I'll put these on here. Okay, Bernice. Bernice Carol, Photo Divas. Hers is I'm not going to try to say that. Fujisuchi. I'm not going to even, I said that one wrong. I'll have to look to see what mine is, and I'll get back with you on that when I know. I'm actually trying to talk Terry into putting one down here in this house. This house does not have central heat and air, so I think one back in our bedroom would be pretty good to kind of heat in the wintertime and cool in the summertime. Because I said it does both. It heats and cools both. I sent you an email when you check it later. All right? I'll do that, Bernice. Still hear the roosters are crowing. I've told y'all before, I like early mornings. They're just nice and peaceable. Is it nice and peaceable where you're at too? Nice and quiet? Except for me, me talking. I'm the one that's interrupting the silence of the mornings. I got Sherry. Good morning, Sherry. I didn't get up till 5:30, so I didn't get on here at 5 like I was going to do. I remember waking up once last night and looking over at the clock, and I think it was about 3:30. But I didn't get up at 3:30. I went back to sleep and didn't get up to 5:30. Good morning, Joy. Joy T. Joy, how would I say that? Good morning, Joy. Y'all welcome in, Joy. We'll just call you Joy. Cut them ears off with my scissors instead of the rotary cutter. Tell us about yourself, Joy. Where are you from? Seems like I remember that name, but I can't remember what I remember about it. Lots of new ladies this morning. Yes, welcome all. 26 of you caught me by accident. What, is like that happy little accident if you catch me, ain't it? Happy little accident. I'm going to turn this way for a second. All right. I'm turned where I can make the other side of my flying goose. Good morning, Kathy Bruton. Coffee with you and then physical therapy. Thanks for the morning chats. I enjoy these morning chats, but I don't get up early enough every time to do them. All of a sudden, I got all hot. You've always been a morning person. Me too, but yeah, I'm a morning person. I think I get a whole lot more done in the mornings than I do in the afternoons. And yesterday, I don't take long naps, but sometimes in the afternoons, I may lay down in my recliner and take like a cat nap, maybe 15 minutes. And if I can rest for about 15 minutes, I'm ready to get up and go again and finish out the day. Because sometimes I need them 15-minute naps. Because I get just enough sleep. Don't get too much and don't get too little. I get just enough. Joy, I pop in here from time to time. I live near Charlotte, from New Jersey, and have been a quilter for several years. I love to watch quilting and knitting podcasts and found you a while ago. Well, welcome to this little chat. And I know I'm not a teacher of this stuff. I just like to talk to you guys and show you what I'm working on, but not really demonstrate it or teach it. Just talk to you. One of these days, and if I ever get the right cameras and stuff, maybe I would do some teaching of blocks and stuff. And I did buy some cameras, spent several $100s on them, but I don't know how to set them up that show down on what you're working on. So I'll just do what I do. And then some of these days I'll get the oldest grandson over here to help me. But everybody's always busy and doing their own thing. So until then, I'll just talk to you like I talk to you. But I've seen some of those ladies. They've got those cameras. They can point down on their machine and their blocks and what they're cutting and sewing. They're all professional, and I'm not. Mine's just plain. Oh, you missed her response of saying her name is Joe. Okay, I missed it. I was sewing and I missed it. Oh. And Carrie's doing the Jacob's Ladder, and Jot T. Am I reading that right? The writing's little. Jot T. Thank you for pointing that out, Bernice. Let me go back up there. I'm reading them. Concentrating on them. Cheryl had a long arm quilting machine for 12 years and quilted for others, but life got in the way. I quilt for my family now on my domestic sewing machine. Good morning, Lisa Mosley. Good morning. I finally caught you live from Georgia. It's cheerful. This is a cheerful quilt I'm working on. Joy. Okay. Joy is a nice word. I like joy. We all need to be joyful. Okay. All right, who just come through my room? My husband just got up and he come through. So that means that I'm going to leave you guys and go sit with him for just a few minutes. See how he slept last night. It's called Playful Playful Pre-Cuts, I think is what the book is. I've got two of them and they both sold, and I've ordered two more if y'all want one. They'll be getting here in a few days after the holiday if you want one. Let me show it one more time. That was awful. I saw my face real close up there. This is the quilt in the book. But this one, Rowena's asked for this one, and I was going to send it to her, but it was down here instead of up where I've shipped stuff from. But this one's going to go to Rowena as soon as I can remember to take it up there. I told her, I've not heard it, but I told her she was getting a gently used one because I was using it to make that quilt on the front. All right, I am going to go, and I'll see y'all all later. Y'all have a blessed, joyful day. Thanks for being here with me for a little bit. I'm going to end the stream, go fill up my coffee cup and talk to hubby. Bye now.